Well, hi, everyone. Welcome to our Wednesday encouragement today. Thanks for joining us. We're going to get to our devotional thought in just a minute, but I want to let you know of a couple of things coming up here at Cherry Avenue Christian Church. Coming up in just a couple of weeks is our annual Fall Festival. We're going to have the big inflatable games, the gyroscope ride, which is always a favorite, food, fun science experiments for the kids to do, and a lot more. So make sure you invite your friends and your family members with kids Saturday, October 30th from 1 to 4 p.m. And to help make this a great day, we need your assistance. When you're out shopping, if you would add some individually wrapped snacks like Little Debbie type snacks, some candy or some little toys we can give away to the kids, that would be a huge help. We're collecting those things in the baskets both upstairs and downstairs in the church building. We also need some help staffing the games and the food stations. It's a great way to bring joy to a child. So if you would be willing to help with that, just call the office or email me and I will get you set up with that. Well, also coming up is the International Conference on Missions. That's going to be next month, November 18th through 21st in Richmond. This is always a great conference. It'll build your faith. It'll encourage you with what God is doing around the world. And we believe in it so much that the church has gotten a church-wide registration so you can attend for free. Just go to our website, www.cherryav.net, and click on the ICOM link, and it'll show you how you can easily register for ICOM. Even if you can only go one day, you will get so much out of it. And as part of our participation in ICOM, the churches in Virginia are working to raise enough money to plant 21 churches around the world. And we're going to be part of that. Missions and church planting have always been important to Cherry Avenue. And we're going to participate in giving toward this. So we're challenging you to spend time in prayer, asking God what He would lead you to give toward this effort. And we'll add our gift to what other churches are giving. And my hope is that there will be enough for even more than 21 churches to be planted. So we pray that you'll make this part of your prayer life as we get closer to the conference. Well, as many of you know, I'm a history guy, and I've always been fascinated by the World War II era. And I've been honored to get to know so many men who fought in the war, many of them from this church. So when stories pop up in the news related to that, it catches my eye. And I saw a story recently about a 100-year-old man standing trial in Germany for his role in running concentration camps during World War II. And I started thinking about what it must feel like to have your guilt and the threat of punishment hanging over your head for 75 years, never knowing if that knock on the door is the FedEx guy with a delivery or the authorities there to arrest you. And it made me think about how incredible God's grace for us really is. We're all guilty of so many things. Obviously, not the kinds of things that this guy was accused of, but still sinful things that separated us from God. And guilt can weigh on us. I mean, I still think every once in a while about the Claudell Washington baseball card I swiped from my friend Donald when I was 7. I still think from time to time about the 8th grade civics test where I glanced at another student's paper because I couldn't remember who the lieutenant governor was. Or the times when I said I was sick and I wasn't, just so I could get out of going to school. Lying, cheating, and stealing, they're the triple crown of sins when you're a kid, and I did them all. And the collective weight of all the things I've done over the years would be far too much to carry around. And to never have any hope of being free of it, that's not living. That's just existing. That's torture. And I'm so grateful that I serve a God who loves me despite my long list of sins. Loves me enough that He sent His Son to take the punishment that I deserved so that I could have a relationship with Him, both now and forever in heaven. To think that my sins and my guilt are completely gone as far as the east is from the west, as Psalm 112 says. Such an incredibly comforting and encouraging thought. I can try to make amends for the things I've done. I mean, Donald, if you get in touch with me, I'll be glad to buy you a new Claudell Washington baseball card. In fact, I'll even throw in a Mike Torres and a Mickey Rivers. But I don't have to walk around with the weight of that guilt or wondering if today is the day I have to suffer for the sins of my past. I can have real peace because of Christ. And I'm grateful because I still sin. Hopefully not as much as I used to, but it still happens. And those sins are compounded by the things I'm not sure about whether they're really sins or not. Like when your watch tells you it's time to stand up and you can't. So you swing your arm back and forth until it says, you did it. I mean, is it really a lie if it's to a Fitbit?